boys and girls? Big Rob back with another Brewing video. Those of you who don't know me, where the hell you been? Check out makebeereasy.com, makebeereasy.com. On the show, today is a brew day. We are doing a partial grain brew. We are, for those of you who've been so in suspense of what we're brewing today, your time has come. We are brewing an APA. I had a couple guys come real close. One said a pale ale, which of course it is. The other said an IPA, which close. I'm impressed. APA, American Pale Ale. Got myself a recipe. We are not using the old Canada Gooski today. We're not using Cooper's, we're not using Mr. Beer, none of that stuff. We are going from scratch root. So, what do I got? I have 2 kg, which I believe is very similar. Yep, close. They call for 5 pounds. So up here in Canada, so you got to buy things in kg. Sometimes you do. Sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. Half a damn pound. Sometimes kg. Sometimes pounds. 2 kg, which is just short of 5 pounds. So that's okay. We're going to do that. So I got 2 kg of light dried malt extract. Then we have our specialty grains, which are Crystal Dark. I got 1 pound, but it's calling for half a pound, so I'm not even going to get my scale out because I just kind of wing this stuff. We're just going to go half down the middle. That's going to go in and steep. I'm going to steep it in my old, can you see that? Yep, in my old trusty pot. This thing, we're going to get the temperature up. I should have started that a long time ago. Totally didn't even think about it. I've been waiting for the kids to get out of the damn house so I could brew. I could have started steeping my temperature in the water. Could have started getting it up, but I didn't, so that'll probably take forever. That's all right. Having myself a pourski of my last Canada Brew Red Ale. It's a goodie. So we're going to get that up to, you should steep it between 150 and 170. So I take that up to 170-ish. And then I got my cheesecloth, bag, which, geez, here we go. It's just got done sanitized. I just reuse these things. I take as much grains out of it as I can, and then I sterilize it by boiling the shit out of her. Just boil her. So we're going to dump the half a pound of Crystal Dark specialty grains in here, just like tea. You tie the bag ski. You drop her in there, off the heat, you take it off the burner, you let it sit just like you're making a tea. Like the old English bag of tea time, or tea. You do that for 30 minutes. Then we'll add the liquid dry malt extract. As far as hops, we've got how many additions? 1, 2, 3, and then we dry hop. So we've got 3 ounces of Cascade hops. And we're doing 1 ounce at the 60-minute part of the boil. Next, we're going to do ½ an ounce at the 30-minute boil. 10 minutes left in the boil, do another ½ an ounce, and then we're gonna dry hop a full ounce. And then what we're doing for yeast, I just made a video on this yeast. This is called, I don't even know how you pronounce this thing, W yeast. I call it smack the shit out of yeast, because in order to and I just did a video on how to activate this thing, so you need to check that one out, because that was good fun. This is called smack the shit out of yeast. What you do is you find a little nutrient bag in there, and you put it in, smack the shit right out of it. And then you give it a good shake, and you let it sit for up to 3 hours. That's kind of what it says. That's what I got, guys. I'm going to sit here, have some pours, crank up some tunes, chill out a little bit. It's Saturday afternoon while I'm waiting for the temperature in the water to get up. Then I'll be back. Oh, count on it. I'll be back. Green time, baby. All right, the water went up fast. It hit 180-something degrees Fahrenheit fast. So that's cool. I let it cool down a little bit because I like it about 170, and then I put the cover on. By the time I'm done, it's about 150. So I split the grains. I had a pound of grains. I split them in half. So now I got ½ a pound in my cheesecloth type of bag. Put a nice little fancy dancing knot up in there. And all I do, guys, I just toss that bad boy into the pot. Jiggle it around a little bit, get the sugars going. Let's check the temperature here again. I bet you it's still up close to 180. She's rising by 1. So yeah, we're still. Yeah, we just hit the 182. Oh, yeah, so she's a little warmer than I like, but not a big deal. I've actually, on my last one, if you remember, I actually took it to boiling and then took it off and just dropped it in because that was the recipe I was following. So not a big deal in my opinion, but hey, could be. One of you brewmeisters may have something to say about that. Put the cover on, putting that off the burner. Burner's already off anyways. 30 minutes, so it's 2:32. We're back at 3:02. That means I got half an hour to drink me some beverages and chill out a little bit. And then we'll come back for the boil, guys. It's gonna be pretty easy after that. Straight on, straight on, straight on. The absolute fucking best part of brew day is consuming beverages, boys. Holy shit, these Canadian, jeez, knocking shit over. These Canada brews that I brewed a bit ago. I didn't take the ABV, but fuck, I wish I had it. Cause man, they pack a punch, man. Good shit. Looks black as shit, but it's actually a red ale. All right, back to the task at hand. So, she's 3:03, 1 minute past steeping time. Here's what I like to do. I like to take that bad boy, and I like to, because you can drain all that goodness out of there. Can you guys see that son of a bitch? Yeah, you can see that son of a bitch. I like to raise it up, put it here. So I basically just taken it and draped it over the side, put the cover on there, and let her drain. Now what we got to do is we got to get the temperature up. Got to get to the boil. So I'll let. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn on my trusty piece of shit stove. Got a burner coming. Can't wait. $65, crappy tire. Every Canadian knows what I'm talking about. Canadian Tire. Thanks to. Oh, I forget who told me. It's terrible. Anyways, shout out to you. You know who you are. Absolutely. I'll give you a shout out in the comments. Appreciate it. $65 for a burner, crappy tire. That's awesome. So that's cool. I'll be doing the BIABs with that. All right. So let's get this bad boy on. We got to get this up to a boil. And before it hits the boil, as in right the fuck now, here's one thing about sanitation. When you're boiling, anything going into the boil, I still sanitize a lot of it, but you don't got to because the boil is going to sanitize it. Anything that's not going into the boil, you got to sanitize the shit out of it. And all my stuff, my gear, it's over here, but I moved my film crew, which consists of a water cooler and a blackberry, over here so you can't see the shit there. However, my Cooper's DIY kit, primary fermenter and only fermenter, I only ferment in one vessel. She's full of sanitizer. Highly recommend you get that, by the way, the Cooper's DIY kit. You can look at makebeereasy.com, and I got product recommendations. You can check it out. Got a link if you're in Canada, if you're in the UK, if you're in the US. I got a link where you can get it in each one of those areas. Yeah, so don't know what the hell I was saying. Oh yeah, so that shit you gotta sanitize the shit out of. My scissors are sitting here in sanitizer. Again, doesn't really matter for the light dry malt extract because this stuff is gonna have the shit boiled right out of her, 60-minute boil. So don't need to worry about sanitizing that because the boil will kill all the bad shit. Ah, fuck me sideways, look at that. All right. Kind of getting some little bit of the shit on there. Let's see if I can wrap that over there. There we go. Get her in there. So we are putting 1 kg. Oh, fuck, it's all over there. We'll worry about that later. When I'm not on camera, I'll worry about cleaning that shit up. So we're putting that's 1 kg. This is 2 kg. If you guys saw my fucking video about my beer supplies exploding, that's the bad boy. Just duct tape the shit out of it. I was supposed to be 5 pounds, which 2 kgs is close to 5 pounds. I lost a little bit because when I ordered it online, the shit exploded, but I didn't lose a lot. So I'm not worried about it. I don't sweat much, man. I'm pretty easy going. I need to get that fucking hot bag, or not that hot bag, but the cheese bag out of there because she is covered in dry malt extract. Watch this. Shouldn't have done this. Yeah, there we go. I've just lost another fucking 1 kg. Now that's cool. I'll let that hang like that for a couple minutes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir the shit out of that with my sterilized spoon. Again, doesn't really matter because we're going into the boil. And then when it gets up to the boil, I'll be back because I'm going to add my first hop addition. Yeah. And a few beers in the meantime. I'm getting freaking tanked, man. That's why I love brew day. Make beer, drink beer. All right. That didn't turn off because I got a bunch of shit on my fingers. Let's try that again. Jeez, I had some tunes playing. I was excited to do my little dance. I'm playing Nathaniel Ratcliffe's Son of a Bitch, Give Me a Drink. And then I turned off because I'm playing it through my BlackBerry. That blows because I was ready to break out some freaking dance moves for y'all because I'm crazy like that. All right, where are we at? I've taken the hops. Can you see that shit? Look at it. Yeah, you can see that shit. This is my garbage. Got to clean this shit up. I had 3 ounces. 1 ounce left over in the original container, making sure that does not get contaminated because that's not going into the boil, so you don't want that to get contaminated. The rest of the hops, 1 ounce, half an ounce, half an ounce, they're going into the boil. So the 1 ounce is going in 60 minutes, 30 minutes I'm going to put a half an ounce, 10-minute mark I'm going to put another half an ounce, then I'm going to dry hop the other ones in a sterilized cheesecloth baggie. Here's where we're at, guys. Trying to get this up to a boil. I added water because I find, I don't know if I find or not, but I've been told, see how much bullshit you. I can bullshit you, but I'm not doing it. I almost did. I've been told that the more volume of the brew that goes into the boil, the better the beer. Why? I don't know. Ain't gonna bullshit you on that one. So I topped up some water here. The brew that I'm doing is actually 19 liters. It's an American recipe. If it was Canadian or UK or Aussie, I believe you guys are all like us Canadians, 23 liters. But that's cool. We're going to do 19 liters. So I'll be kegging this bad boy because I got the 19 liter corny kegs. So that's it, guys, for the moment. I'm just waiting for this some bitch to get up to a boil while I consume some more beverage. I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel the kick from that. That's a red ale, if you can believe it. Oh, you know what? I tried to show you guys this the other day, but here we go. Maybe I can get... Oh, there's a light right there. Can you see it? Does it look... Oh, there you go. You can see it's red there. It's a red ale. Looks brown as fuck. Anyway, that's what I got, guys. Be back real soon when we get to a boil. I'll be adding that first little bit of hopsky. Peace.